I missed a client call and paid the price. I can still hear the faint buzz of my phone vibrating on my desk, the screen lighting up with an incoming call I didn't notice until it was too late. It was a hectic Wednesday afternoon in March 2025, and I was 29 years old, an account executive at a PR agency in Los Angeles. The office was a trendy space in downtown LA with open desks, a neon sign that read Dream Big, and a view of the city skyline. But that day, the energy felt chaotic. I'd been juggling multiple clients, my inbox overflowing with emails, and my to-do list growing by the hour. I was supposed to have a call with a major client, a luxury skincare brand, at 2 p.m., but I'd lost track of time, buried in a last-minute press release for another account. When I finally glanced at my phone at 2:15, I saw the missed call from the client and my heart dropped. That one mistake would cost me more than I ever imagined. I'd been with the agency for 18 months, a role I'd landed after years of freelancing as a PR assistant. I loved the fast pace, the glamour of working with high profile brands, and the buzz of landing media coverage. My apartment, a small studio with a balcony overlooking Griffith Park, was my sanctuary where I'd unwind with a glass of wine and city lights twinkling below. I'd built a solid reputation at the agency, managing clients with efficiency and charm, but the workload was relentless. I was handling 5 accounts at once, each demanding my full attention, and I'd started to slip, missing small deadlines, forgetting to follow up on emails. I'd promised myself I'd get organized, but that Wednesday, my lack of focus caught up with me. The skincare client, LuxGlow, was one of our biggest accounts with a six-figure annual contract. They were launching a new product line, and the 2 p.m. call was meant to finalize their media strategy. I'd prepared for it the night before, staying up until 1 a.m. to draft talking points, my eyes burning from the screen. But that morning, another client had an emergency, a negative review in a major outlet that needed an immediate response. I dove into damage control, drafting a press release and coordinating with the team, completely losing track of time. When I saw the missed call, I panicked. I called back immediately, but no one answered. I sent an email to the client's lead, Vanessa, apologizing profusely. "I'm so sorry I missed our call. I got tied up with an urgent issue. Can we reschedule?" I hit send, my stomach in knots, hoping she'd understand. An hour later, Vanessa replied, her tone icy. "This is unacceptable. We expected better from your team. We'll discuss this with your manager." My blood ran cold. I'd never had a client complain about me before, and the thought of my manager, Rachel, getting involved made me nauseous. Rachel was a no-nonsense leader in her late 40s, known for her high standards. I went to her office, my hands sweaty, and explained what happened. "I messed up," I admitted. "I missed LuxGlow's call because I was handling another crisis." Rachel's expression was unreadable. "They're furious," she said. "They've put our contract on hold and are considering other agencies. You need to fix this now." The next few days were a nightmare. I reached out to Vanessa repeatedly, offering solutions, a revised strategy, a complimentary media placement, but she was unresponsive. Rachel assigned another executive to take over the account, a humiliating demotion that left me reeling. My colleagues whispered behind my back, and I felt their eyes on me as I sat at my desk, pretending to focus. I stopped going to the office happy hour, isolating myself out of shame. At home, I'd sit on my balcony, staring at the city lights, replaying the moment I missed that call. My confidence shattered. I started making more mistakes, sending emails with typos, forgetting to schedule a press event. The pressure was crushing me, and I couldn't keep up. A month later, the fallout hit its peak. LuxGlow terminated their contract with us, citing unreliable service. Rachel called me into her office, her tone grave. "We've lost a major client because of your oversight," she said. "I have to let you go." I nodded, too numb to argue, and packed my things, my hands shaking as I cleared my desk. I left the agency that day, the neon Dream Big sign mocking me as I walked out. Back at my apartment, I sat on my couch, tears streaming down my face. The city lights blurred through my window. I'd lost my job, my reputation, and my sense of self, all because of one missed call. It took months to recover. I freelanced again, taking on small PR gigs to pay the bills, but the rejection emails from job applications piled up. I eventually landed a role at a smaller agency, starting at a lower level, a humbling step back. That mistake taught me a hard lesson about prioritization and accountability, but the cost was steep. I'd paid a heavy price for my lack of focus, and I'd never let it happen again. Reflecting on that experience, it's clear that small oversights can have big consequences in a high stakes environment. When someone juggles multiple responsibilities, they must stay organized, set reminders, and communicate proactively if they're overwhelmed. She learned the hard way that neglecting a client's needs, even for a moment, can derail a career. If you're managing a demanding workload, don't let distractions take over. Prioritize, stay focused, and own your mistakes before they own you. Sometimes the price of a lesson is higher than you'd ever expect.